but fire. What a goal!
Shot fired and it's a goal, shot out and it's the captain! And it goes in! It came off the foot of Conlon. And there it is, it goes through the 5 holes. He's been brilliant in this first period. The Melbourne Eyes, through all their adversity all season.
Hello and welcome to the Ice Arena in Adelaide, where it is the Adelaide Rush playing host to the Brisbane Lightning in what will be Adelaide's final back-to-back set of the regular season. Brisbane will have a couple more games left. The Rush could potentially seal the Gower Memorial Shield with a win today, and they will definitely seal it with a sweep this weekend. Brisbane's still alive for the playoffs, so they've got a heap to play for as well. Michael Pepicelli here in commentary with you on AWIHL.tv. You can catch us on YouTube. Make sure you tune in and subscribe. But for now, we're just about ready to go for the national anthem. With that, we are just about ready to get this series underway. These two sides have already played this season. It was all the way back on November 23 and 24. Adelaide got the best of Brisbane in both matchups at the Bundall Ice World. They took the first game 6-1 very comfortably. And then the second game was a bit more of a struggle, but Adelaide did get over the top 4-3 in overtime. Jordan Kulbita, the star in each game. She scored 2 goals in each contest, which is more or less what we've come to expect from the Canadian superstar this season. Adelaide also very much dominating the shots on goal count in both of those games. As you'd expect, they've done that in more or less every game this season, but they will come up against a tough goaltender today. Imogen Perry is in net for the Lightning, and she has been absolutely terrific. One of the bright spots really for this Brisbane Lightning lineup. She's got a 90% goal saving percentage this season, which actually has her second on the table. But we do know that Adelaide have so many weapons to come at you. 8 of the top 20 players in points for the season play for the Adelaide Rush. So Perry is going to be facing wave after wave of shots on goal. You know she'll be up to the task though, but we'll see if Adelaide can eventually wear her down. Of course, led by Jordan Kulbita, but Natasha Farrier and Aspen Cooper also in the top 10 in terms of points for the season. and 5 others in that 11 to 20 range. So we're just about ready to go. Adelaide looking to lock up the Gower Memorial Shield and the #1 seed heading into the playoffs. But it's Brisbane who take possession first from the face-off. Into the offensive zone they go, and here is Cooper. Little stumble, allowed the Brisbane pressure to come in, and they're going to keep it in the offensive zone early. Adelaide, we know, do play so aggressively. Wiegand, that was. Just 14 years old, has already represented Australia at under 18 level. Cooper, Moroniuk let it go. He's been able to clear the area. There is Wiegand again. You can see how much Jeff Fodey trusts her, the 14-year-old, and she's starting as one of Adelaide's blue liners. Certainly one to keep an eye on for the future. Here's Fisher for Brisbane. She's been one of their best players this season, the import. Born in Minnesota. Watch out for another one of Brisbane's imports, Sophia Molnarova. She's been another one of their better players over the course of the season. Kelly Costa, of course, the Brisbane captain. Fisher couldn't quite control that, and Adelaide now looking to take it into the offensive zone. Here's Kulbita. Know how dangerous she is. That shot from the blue line, or beyond even, was well off the mark. Lund had to get back, and that'll be icing. We just mentioned the playoffs. Those are 3 weeks away. And this could very well be a semi-final matchup. Top 4 teams, of course, make it to the playoffs. Brisbane currently tied on points with Sydney, but Brisbane do have the 2 games in hand. Any points they could get this weekend on the table will really help them. They will be playing next week, Brisbane, to try and sneak into the playoffs. As I said, if they're able to pinch a victory here against Adelaide, it would really help their cause. They did play Adelaide close, as I mentioned, in the second game of the back-to-back back in November. That one just an overtime loss. No real shots on goal in the first 2.5 minutes. We know Adelaide will change that soon enough. Here's Moroniuk. One of those Adelaide players in the top 20. Shot fired, it's too high. Couldn't force Perry to go to work on that occasion. Costa trying to lock things up. McDonald in there as well. Adelaide able to retain it in the zone. Chance for Cooper. Most defenders will play very high and very aggressively in the offensive zone for Adelaide. That's what their game is built upon. Scored 69 goals for the season. Here's a chance for Brisbane, and it's the first save for Moonen. Spoke a lot about Imogen Perry earlier. Emma Moonen also having herself a pretty good season, the first choice goaltender for the Rush. She's got a 3.61 GAA, and she's made 83.3% of her saves. She is the preferred option in net for Jeff Fodey and the Adelaide coaching staff. Wrapped around the boards, Venus. Still in the zone for Brisbane. Clinic, the alternate captain, able to keep it alive. Here she is again, Clinic, working against a couple of Rush defenders. Weight of numbers wins out. Abby Brown trying to put the pressure on, but Venus up to the task. Rapchuk read that well, but then lost control of the puck. That means Clinic will have to retreat. Confrontation in the neutral zone. Adelaide able to move it forward, but that was only momentary. Here's Mahoney. Brilliant move with the handle, but great save, Moonen. Mahoney again wraps it around, but Moonen's up to it. Courtney Mahoney is certainly a major threat for Adelaide today. A little bit of Kulbita light about her. And she gets ahead of steam heading towards goal. She's very difficult to stop, Mahoney. Got a good look at it there. Bedell dispossessed. Dixon with the poke check, having to go back and get it now. Cebulski not allowing her an inch of space. Here's Mahoney again. In a defensive corner, not where she wants to be. And it's turned over, Cooper, but it's blocked. And now a chance. Going the other way is Sinclair, or is it Fisher? One or the other. Moonen able to make the save. Excellent defense in the end from Maya Tupper. Didn't give Sinclair any room to move. And it results in a face-off. Kate Sinclair, just the 1 point for the season in 8 games played. Yet to score a goal as a member of the Brisbane Lightning. That was one of the better opportunities she's had so far. She's here in this draw and she loses out. Tupper with possession. Tahima has come into the game. There's Sinclair again. Adelaide get it out of the danger zone and Perry will just parry it away. They've invited the pressure though here, Brisbane. Venus's effort was turned away. Clinic. Able to set up Crompton, who turns it over in the dangerous position, and Tupper is going to get a second go. Perry does brilliantly. And Crompton again will get another chance to escape, this time more successful, although that proved momentary. LaPlante for Brisbane, back to retrieve. Takes them on dangerously, but gets the desired result, although that might be icing. No, Molnarova able to get there just in time. And this time Adelaide clear. Perry will knock it away. The intent from Adelaide is there early on, but Brisbane defending well. 6.5 minutes in. Here's Fisher. Plays it off for Mahoney. Takes it right side. Still has it. Behind the net. Now back out to the blue line, although it's gone beyond. Sides take an opportunity to make a change. Now Kulbita one-on-one. Can't get it to go. Dangerous situation averted for Brisbane. Molnarova trying to turn defence into offence. Can't get it to Rapchuk. And now this is dangerous. Here's Farrier. Deflected by Perry, who's starting to get busy. Adelaide putting those shots on goal, which we know is what they like to do. 4 shots apiece in the early going. Here's Costa, confronted by Kulbita, who takes control of it. Wraps it around the boards. It'll end up with Tahima. Into the danger zone, but it's deflected away. Tupper looking to keep it alive. Takes it over the blue line. Doesn't have much support. Brisbane protecting the house well, but almost a nervy moment. Tupper will have to reload. Rapchuk gets to the puck for Brisbane. Off to Crompton. That pass is intercepted though. Danger now here for Brisbane. Moroniuk looking to set something up. Mulvaney's in the slot. It gets to Tahima instead. who couldn't quite find the target. Venning, able to get past a couple. Couldn't get much power behind the initial shot though. And Brisbane having to soak up some pressure now. Rapture, able to get it out of the zone. Can Brisbane maybe hit them on the counter? Back check is good though from Venning. Able to stop that danger before it could really get started. And Adelaide now through the neutral zone. Cut off by Dixon. Pass through the neutral zone. Brophy couldn't get a hold of it. Here's Dixon again. Takes it behind a defensive goal. Brisbane still with it in the defensive end. And now it's turned over. Neutral zone, Cebulski. She's confronted. Lost control. Dixon under pressure. Everything Brisbane do is under pressure at the moment. Dixon, little mistake. Aris goes back for Cooper. Brophy confronts her. Kept in the attacking zone by Brisbane, but only momentarily. Here's Kulbita on the move. Tried to feed off the pass, but had it thumped away, and that'll be icing. Face off in Adelaide's attacking zone. Kulbita wins it. Cooper will try it from the point. Farrier over the top of the park. Couple of Lightning defenders alongside her. Cooper again involved. But it ends up in the possession of Brisbane. Brown looking to get it forward, but it's all red. As Adelaide will clear it comfortably. Clinic, who's Brisbane's leading point getter on the year. She's Brisbane's only player in the top 25, in fact, in the competition. Scoring has been a struggle for the Lightning over the course of the season. Is Kulbita from beyond the blue line. Perry able to deal with it. And Brisbane will get it out of their zone again and into the attacking zone. No icing this time. Tupper. Moroniuk. They're trying the forecheck here, Brisbane. Moroniuk's able to get through that initial wave, though. And now they're in trouble, Brisbane. Moroniuk had it taken away at the last moment. Great defending, Brisbane. And Clinic can hurt them going the other way here. But poked away from her. Mahoney an opportunity. Still a chance, Brisbane. Clinic again in the slot. Adelaide's turn to defend desperately. Costa gets it back into the offensive zone. That'll be it as Tupper regains possession. Feeds a pass left wing to Lunn. Looking for an option. Angled shot is off the mark. But not by too much. Cebulski and Venning combine. Venning again. Slapper. Somehow finds a gap. And Adelaide get on the board first. Tiffany Venning's first goal of the season, and it gives Adelaide the lead with 8 minutes to go in the opening period. Well, Perry's been terrific thus far, but geez, there wasn't much she could do about that. Just placed perfectly by Venning with a degree of power on it as well. And there's absolutely nothing Perry could have done there. As Lunn looking to make it 2, but Perry gloves it. Sides making changes. 6 shots on goal to 4 in favour of Adelaide. Brisbane have done a good job hanging with them early on. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be one of Brisbane or Sydney occupying that 4th and final playoff spot. Adelaide, Melbourne and Perth have already qualified. So that will be the drama heading into the final home and away week as Cooper has it turned away by Perry. Kulbida beaten to it this time by Carlisle. And they get it out of danger, Brisbane, but not for long. Shot back in. Crompton first to it. And she's unable to get rid of it. Cooper. Pass turned over. Kulbida creates a turnover herself, and it's another shot. This time missing the target. They'll reload again, Adelaide. Wave after wave of pressure. That's what they do. Excellent block by LaPlante. And Brisbane win back possession. Wrap chuck to Crompton. Through centre ice. Venus a little mistake, but she's able to make amends, only momentarily. Crompton will come off for Molnarova, who's going to try and keep it in the attacking zone. Can't do so. Adelaide looking to move through the neutral zone. And they've got a chance now here through Mulvaney. One-on-one with Perry. Well defended in the end by Brisbane. Getting back in transition. But it's opened up now for Tahima. And Perry able to get on top. Just have another look at that Tiffany Venning goal, the only of the game so far. And that is one of the best goals you'll see all season. The placement was just exceptional. And not a bad way to score your first goal of the season. Quick shot to Hema was wide. Might have had Perry beaten. Brophy moves it into the offensive zone. Molnarova used her body well. Needs support. Has it behind the goal in the form of Clinic. She's confronted. Up against the boards. Molnarova again. Dixon. Molnarova. One of a few new imports this season for Brisbane. It's been a handy pickup with 7 points on the season. Second on the team behind Clinic. Adelaide able to escape. This is Dixon. Mulvaney hot on her heels. Both of them go to ground. And over the top of it was Dixon, as it looks like Mulvaney might be headed to the box. Get that confirmed momentarily. It is going to be a Brisbane power play. And it is Mulvaney in the box as the shot easily handled by Moonen. So a chance here for Brisbane to maybe tie this thing up. They have been the worst team in the league when it comes to converting power play opportunities. Just 4 out of 51 for the season, which has them comfortably in last place at a rate of 7.8%. Adelaide third in the comp in terms of the penalty kill, going at just over 77%. They have scored 6 short-handed goals though, so Brisbane can't afford to rest here defensively as Crompton pokes it away nicely from Kulbida. Kulbita's kept that in the zone. Has to dish off the pass. Cooper couldn't handle it. She might have been in on goal there if she could handle it. And Brisbane forced to do a lot of defending. Perry had to get her stick involved. You certainly wouldn't know that it's Brisbane with the power play at the moment. Moroniuk through space, has a gap. Goes to ground though during the shot. And we've got a whistle. Might be 4-on-4 for the next 46 seconds. Looks like it's Crompton headed to the box. Shanita Crompton, just back in December, passed 200 AWIHL penalty minutes. Certainly not a milestone you see too often, but the Lightning did have that one posted on their socials a couple of months ago. So congratulations, I guess. As Moroniuk is it on the end of it. Adelaide get a second during the 4-on-4 period. Looks like it might have been Moroniuk to get the last stick on it in amongst the scramble. And if it was Sierra Moroniuk, that'll be her 6th goal of the season to go along with 13 assists. And yep, there it was. Moroniuk just able to beat Molnar over to it. And Adelaide take a 2-0 lead. Four on four for the next 30 seconds. Multhana and Crompton in the box for the respective sides. Face off in Adelaide's attacking zone. Brisbane take possession. McDonald. Aris providing the forecheck. So too Tahima, but they are able to get out of trouble. Clinic. They desperately need something here, Brisbane. They've fallen 2 goals behind in the opening period. And it's turned over once again. Adelaide. Kulbita, 1-on-1. Can't get it to go. Here she is again. Lays it off. Across the face of goal, Moroniuk. Scored the last goal. Trying to find a little gap. Finds one. Shoots! Can't get past Perry. Shot on goal count, starting to look rather lopsided now at 11-5 Adelaide's way. It was 4 apiece in the early stages of the period, but Adelaide have been dominant since. Cooper deflected and out of play. Multhana back on the ice. And they'll have the extra for 20 seconds. Just the ability of Adelaide, even despite being short-handed initially, their pressure offensively forced the Brisbane penalty, which created a 4-on-4, and that led to the goal. As on the power play, they're not quite going to score another. Back to even strength, and Fisher came in to intervene and able to get the puck out of danger, but it's coming straight back, although Venning hits it over the boards. 2.5 to go in the period. Got off to an even start, but Adelaide have scored the first 2 goals just to separate themselves at this stage. Taken by Dixon. She turns it over, but it's one back for Brisbane by Sinclair. Fisher in there as well. Adelaide into the offensive zone. They have the extra. Kulbita straight into Perry. Closed up the angle just in the nick of time, did Imogen Perry. Kulbita again. Not this time. And it's tapped in off the rebound by Farrier, the captain. Perry's been terrific, but she didn't get any help that time. Farrier in the right place at the right time. Off the rebound from Kulbita's initial shot. And it's a 3-goal lead now for Adelaide. 90 seconds to go in the opening period. Glad to be with you on AWIHL.tv. Hope you're watching along on YouTube. Here's Clinic. Able to get past 1, getting 2. Great save Moonen though. And Adelaide are going to look to press it the other way. Farrier looking for an angled pass into the slot. Not this time. Brisbane defend well. 60 seconds to go. We didn't get a look at that. Might have been a collision well off the ice. As you can see on the big screen, replay of all 3 goals so far to Adelaide. Going to get this cleaned up. Something off the puck. Maybe an inadvertent tangle up. Right up against the benches, Cooper and Crompton, it appears, involved. As play resumes, Brisbane with possession. Over the blue line, but Adelaide, we talk a lot about their attack, but they defend so well. Their blue line is so quick on the ice. They get back just as quickly as they get forward. And the puck's out of play once again. Perry, good save that time. Brisbane's first game action in 3 weeks this game. They last played on January 18 and 19 when they were swept by the Sirens at home. Lost the first game in overtime as a shot comes from Tahima. They lost the second one in another close one. 3-2, Sarah Edney with a hat trick that day. They've lost 3 games in overtime this season, Brisbane, so they have been close. They just haven't been able to finish the deal on a couple of occasions. One of those losses was against Perth in a shootout. As Adelaide looking to try and get one shot away before the buzzer, and Perry able to save it. And that'll do it for the opening period. It's Adelaide with a commanding 3-0 lead. The goal scorers Venning, Moroniuk and Farrier. They just look a class above at the moment, and they're doing it in their trademark style. Fast and furious offense, the name of the game, and Brisbane can't keep up as we go to a break. Just about ready to get the second period underway here in Adelaide, where the Rush have a 3-0 lead over the Brisbane Lightning. Michael Pepicelli in commentary for you on AWIHL.tv. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on YouTube or wherever you may be watching us. Adelaide can potentially sew up the Gower Memorial Shield and the number 1 seed in the playoffs with a win in this game, and they will definitely lock up those things with a sweep of Brisbane. The Lightning are looking to sneak into the playoffs. They're in a tie with Sydney in terms of points at the moment, and 1 win out of 2 here in this back-to-back against Adelaide will go a long way towards helping them achieve that. As a shot at goal is in. Wrapped around, and it just beat Perry on the angle. Kirsty Venus it is, the goal scorer. And just like that, it's Adelaide leading Brisbane 4-0. Not even entirely sure Venus was trying to shoot there, but it was a great effort to beat Imogen Perry. And it's an imposing lead now for Adelaide. Here's Venus again, has it knocked away. Long range pass cut off by Tupper, who fires it into the offensive zone. Moroniuk able to gather after her opponent goes to ground. Chance for Aris, but straight at Perry. Brisbane take possession from the draw. Adelaide really bringing the heat in the latter part of that opening period, and now early in the second as well. Aris through the neutral zone, couldn't find her target. Sinclair puts it over the blue line for Fisher to skate onto, but there in the hole is Kulbida. Retrieved at the point for Brisbane. Mahoney couldn't handle it though, and here's Kulbida. Starting from behind a defensive goal. Not a great pass. It invites the Brisbane pressure. They're going to need to do a bit more of that, Brisbane, but Adelaide get through anyway. Aris, dump off pass. Kulbida couldn't get on the end of it. And here comes Molnarova. Into the slot. Just mistimed it. Kulbida now. Rocketed that pass near the bench, but no one able to get on the end of it from an Adelaide perspective. Brophy will wrap it around. Comes back out though, and it's out of play. Chance for Brisbane. Moonen, though, able to knock it away. And now here come the Rush. Off the post. Perry let it go. Here's Costa, steadying influence. Long range pass is a good one. Venus will mop things up defensively. And just like that, Adelaide into attack. Here's Rapchuk, looking to take them on. Could end up proving costly, but able to get out of there. Clinic, likewise trying to take them on. They're going to have to be bold, Brisbane, if they're going to get back into this. Clinic. Through centre ice they go. Adelaide doing their defensive work in the offensive and neutral zones at the minute. Venus with a poke, another one, but Fisher still going. Mahoney, LaPlante at the point. Mahoney waited at the back, and that ended up being a good decision. Farrier digs it out of the corner. It's going to be turned over to Fisher, though. Venus asserts her authority. Fisher's still going, though. Lays it off Mahoney, and we're going to get a penalty against Adelaide. So Brisbane will have an opportunity on the power play. We mentioned earlier they've struggled in this department all season, just 4 for 51 in terms of converting power plays. It's Tupper who's off for Adelaide. Last time Brisbane had the power play, Adelaide was so dominant, keeping it in their own offensive zone. You wouldn't even know which team actually had the extra number out there. Cooper in the corner. Able to lock things up. Fisher and Clinic unable to break free. Kulbita's in there as well. And here she is, Kulbita. Looking to go coast to coast. Goes the wide way around Crompton. Still has it, Kulbita. Takes it all the way back into a defensive zone. And they've killed 60 seconds here, Adelaide, as easy as you like, really. Now the third-ranked team in the comp on the kill are Adelaide. But Brisbane really struggling in this power play. They just can't maintain any possession. And it's Adelaide doing all the attacking. 30 seconds remain with the extra for Brisbane. Here's LaPlante. Able to get the pass towards Molnarova. Can they conjure an opportunity here, Brisbane? Molnarova still with it. Fisher. Up against the boards. Venus got the stick in and got it away. Mahoney back to retrieve for Brisbane. Power play is over. We're back to even numbers. Mahoney into the neutral zone. Fisher lost control. This could be dangerous. Multhana, opponent goes to ground. Has teammates calling for it. Couldn't connect with Wiegand on the pass. Cooper. Plante's been busy. Banks the pass towards McDonald. Takes it over the blue line. Pass goes beyond Brophy. Costa looking to lock things up. A long way up from her customary position. At the point. In towards the slot, but nothing doing. They'll reset Brisbane. Brophy took the body, but left the puck behind. Had help, though, in the form of Sinclair. Costa over the line. Confronted by Wiegand. The 14-year-old holds up beautifully against the veteran. And Adelaide looking sound defensively. It's difficult to see where Brisbane are going to manufacture a goal at this stage. Approaching the halfway mark of the game. It's 18 shots on goal to 7. And it's been a domination from Adelaide. Here they go again. Perry able to turn it away. Although she might have been offside. See a big hit up against the boards. Just 3 weeks away from the finals in the AWIHL. Adelaide, Melbourne and Perth have already punched their tickets. Brisbane and Sydney looking to lock up the final spot. That said, all teams will be in action that weekend. The 5th place team will play an exhibition against the Ducks. It'll be a busy couple of days at the O'Brien Ice House in Melbourne. 3 games on both Saturday and Sunday. Of course, culminating in the gold medal match, which will start at 4 p.m. on the Sunday. Keep an eye on social media for tickets and other details, but it promises to be a brilliant weekend of ice hockey. Here's Kulbita. Beautiful move. Couldn't get the stick on it in the end. Kulbita still going, tries to get it past Perry, and Imogen won't let her through. Ducks are all the way in Perth this weekend, and big road trip for them as their exhibition series continues ahead of their introduction to the competition officially next season. Malthina reacted quickly. Holub, teammate got in the road. Moroniuk can't quite get through the traffic. Mahoney did well. One of Brisbane's biggest offensive threats. She's so speedy with the puck on her stick, but this time lost control. Moroniuk now going the other way. Still on her feet. Taken to ground. No whistle, or is there? Pretty clear penalty going against Brisbane. So we'll get to see Adelaide's power play unit. of 52 on the season, 29%. That is the best in the league in terms of power play conversion. Brisbane's kill unit is ranked last in the competition, but not by much. They go at just under 75% on the PK, Brisbane. Trying to find the opening. Cooper does just that, but Perry able to glove it. It's Ali Fisher who's gone to the box for Brisbane. Five points on the season for her. Now she's got 10 penalty minutes. play. Cooper couldn't quite get it to Farrier. Kulbita, she likes to do damage from these positions. First timer from Cooper. He's wide. Moroniuk can't get on the end of it. Here's Kulbita. Slapper from range is blocked by Clinic, putting her body on the line. That might be another penalty. 5-on-3 coming up for Adelaide. Molnar over the infringing party. Straight into the ankle of Clinic, and then there you see the penalty against Molnar over. So they've really got to dig deep now, Brisbane. It'll be about a minute of 5-on-3 action. They find the opening. Malthana saved Perry. They'll reload. Second shot to Hema is deflected. And Perry's doing well. Trying to prevent a fifth goal for Adelaide. They led it 3-0 at the first break. Kirsty Venus with the fourth goal of the game very early in this period. And here she is now. She might get it back here, Venus, from the angle. Well wide. She'll get it back though, Venus. Off to Farrier, or to Hema it was, who couldn't find a teammate. Neither could Malthana that time. Almost back to 5-on-4 here. Fisher 3 seconds left in the box. Here's Tupper. Going all the way. Couldn't find Aris. Venus at the point. Farrier back to Venus. Sets it up. And it got past Perry, but wrong side of the goal. Brisbane's kill unit has done just enough so far. But they're not out of the woods yet. 40 seconds to go. Kulbita. Lets it go from Moroniuk. The other Canadian import who's had a massive impact on the rush this season. Kulbita's still going. Fires. Can't finish. Seven and a half remaining in the second period. 10 seconds left in this power play for Adelaide. Tahima looking to make something happen. Drop-off pass was good. Farrier has a goal already. Won't get one here. Moroniuk likewise has a goal already. Maybe interference here against Lunn on Perry. The cage got displaced. Back to full strength. Goonan. Bank pass good to Fisher. Able to find Clinic on the move, or is it Mahoney? It's the latter. She couldn't find Clinic. Molnar over now. Mahoney. Nifty move. Able to get out of danger there. Fired from Goonan. Brisbane still a chance. Costa arrived late. Fisher. Costa got past her. Here's Molnar over. Kulbita right behind her. Gets it out of the danger area. Venning couldn't quite handle it. Gets another go, Venning, but loses her footing. Crompton. Gets it back. Through the neutral zone. Goes to ground, but still has it. Off to Clinic. Wraps around. Unable to get on the end of it was Abby Brown. Got a Brisbane power play with Moroniuk committing the penalty. See that shot on goal count, 22-8. Brisbane possession from the draw. Crompton. Losing control was LaPlante, and Farrier able to get it moving forward. Kulbita's dangerous! Kulbita's very dangerous, but couldn't quite get as much force on the puck as she would have liked, and good to see both Perry and Kulbita get up from that collision unharmed. They are just so dangerous, even when they're on the kill, Adelaide. That's why they've scored 6 shorthanded goals over the course of the season, which is clearly the most in the comp. Over the blue line goes Rapchuk. Venus with it. Clinic fires it into the danger zone. Gets through. Clinic again now. Finds the gap. Deflection. Rapchuk again. Clinic couldn't handle the high puck. Tupper. Up against the boards. Clinic comes away with it. LaPlante. Clinic. Moonen with the save. He's Clinic again. Just get the feeling if anything's going to happen for Brisbane, it's going to have to start with Lindsay Clinic. Dishes it off. Venus able to keep her feet and able to clear the area. Not long left in the power play. Mahoney. Kulbita right behind her, but Mahoney's still going. Took it over the blue line. And Kulbita infringed. So they've got 5-on-3 for the next 14 or so seconds. It'll be Brisbane's best opportunity to score in this game so far. Adelaide will, of course, look to hold things up. Molnar over. And Fisher combine. Molnar over again into the slot. Costa couldn't control. Multhana defending Costa. Just a regular power play now, with Moroniuk out of the box and perhaps interference against Molnarova. As Moonen takes her time to get back up, but she is okay. If you've just joined us, it was a pretty even opening 8 or so minutes, but since then it's been all Adelaide. Of course, they have the only 4 goals of the game, thanks to Venning, Farrier, Moroniuk, and also Venus. 3 of those goals coming in the opening period. Kirsty Venus with the only goal of this period. Clinic. Pass a good one to LaPlante. Cooper right with her. Able to burn her off though in the end. Here is Clinic. Bank pass good to Fisher. Clinic again. She's the playmaker. Crompton from the point. Turned away by Moonen. Clinic looking to keep it in the zone while on her backside. Now she gets up a little bit, but loses control. And they could be dangerous here, Adelaide. Harris has just come on to provide the pressure and kill some seconds. Opportunity now. Rapchuk. Well saved, Moonen. Turned it over the top of the goal. Safe to say that was Brisbane's best opportunity yet, but they were denied by Emma Moonen. "28 seconds of 5-on-4 here for Brisbane still. Fisher, Molnarova, Mahoney at the point, tries it, but hits it wide. Moroniuk confronted by Costa. Molnarova keeping it alive. 5 seconds left in the power play. Can they find something here, Brisbane? Moonen will get on top. And with 1 second left, with the extra for Brisbane, Adelaide, it would appear, have seen off this kill opportunity. You can see the Adelaide goals so far in this one. Well, they were the first 2 anyway. Scored by Venus and, well, not Venus, Venning I should say, and Moroniuk. Speaking of Moroniuk, she's going to be in this draw here against Molnarova. Won by Brisbane, McDonald. Brophy. Knocked away from her. And Aris is going to be called for icing. Make sure you tune in later tonight and also tomorrow for the Ducks contest against Perth. They're making the big trip west, the Ducks, as their exhibition series continues ahead of their official entry into the league next season. It'll get underway at 7:45 and you can catch it live here on AWIHL.tv. Make sure you're watching on YouTube and Anywhere else you may want to watch. Chance opens up for Aris, but Brisbane defending well. Back into danger. Malthana into the offensive zone, but it's all Brisbane there. Nice couple of moves from Grace Kalambakis, but she couldn't quite get a lot of power on the shot. Kalambakis, just 16 years old, has represented Australia at under 18 level. Actually, a former Adelaide Rush player herself. Back in her former home arena. She's another rising star on the scene in Australian women's hockey. Got a number of them. Speaking of, here's Mahoney. Dispossessed by another one in Cebulski. They're on the move, Adelaide, which is just how they like it. Lunn, shot blocked. Venus. Now Mahoney for Brisbane. Pass option is on if she wants it. In Fisher, but knocked away from her by Venus, who's near impassable in defence. Just seconds remaining in the period. Adelaide still pressing as they always do. Brisbane, of course, don't want to concede another one, and they won't. As the buzzer sounds with Adelaide leading Brisbane 4-0. Your goal scorers, Tiffany Venning, Natasha Farrier, Sierra Moroniuk, and Kirsty Venus. They're dominating the shots on goal. They're dominating the territory, and they're dominating on the scoreboard, Adelaide, as they're now just one period away from wrapping up the Gower Memorial Shield. been a dominant performance from the Adelaide Rush as they lead the Brisbane Lightning 4-0 heading towards the beginning of period number 3. Michael Pipicelli with you on AWIHL.tv. We can see Adelaide potentially just a 1 win away from sealing the Gower Memorial Shield and the #1 seed in the finals. Perth and Melbourne have already qualified for the finals as well. Brisbane currently sitting in that 4th and final spot, but they're tied on points with Sydney, and one of those teams will make it to the finals. Of course, team number 5 will also be active on finals weekend, but they'll be playing an exhibition series against the Ducks as opposed to featuring in the real stuff at the O'Brien Icehouse. Just 3 weeks away now. Seems like so long ago now. We started the season back in November, but it's all coming to a head. This is the last regular season series for Adelaide, and Brisbane will have 2 more games after this one. Adelaide have been totally dominant in this one, as I mentioned. Goals to Venning, Farrier, Moroniuk, and also Kirsty Venus. The game did get off to a reasonably even start in the opening period. The first 8 to 10 minutes were even, but after that, it's been all Adelaide. And just before we get started in the 3rd period, you can see all 4 goals. I'm not entirely sure was actually trying to score there, but she did. You have to feel sorry for Imogen Perry, who's made some very good saves so far in this one, but she's been beaten 4 times. That's what Adelaide does to you. They're just so dominant in terms of creating shots on goal and other opportunities. That eventually they're going to beat even the best goalkeepers. Just getting a couple of things sorted out before get ready to go in this final period. Brisbane Cooper not too happy about the ice. And there is the final schedule. All 6 games taking place at the O'Brien Icehouse in Melbourne. You can see the Ducks games will be first, the exhibition games followed by the 2 semi-finals on the Saturday, and then the bronze and gold medal games on the Sunday. Of course, this matchup, Adelaide and Brisbane, could very well be the 1v4 matchup on the Saturday. Adelaide almost a certainty to finish top, and Brisbane, if they do make it, will be in 4th. Just testing the ice at both ends. Sure if the Zamboni's done its job. And after all that, it looks like we are now ready to get things going in this final period. Brisbane have struggled to score goals all season. Here's Wiegand for Adelaide. New addition to the team over the course of the season. Ref went to ground, put his back up. Here's Kulbida, yet to add her name to the score sheet. And she fires it over the top of Perry. Here's Crumpton. Has room to move. Clinic takes it over the line. Met solidly by Wiegand. She's not afraid to get physical, despite her age. Chance perhaps here for Brisbane. Tahima let it go. Dixon fires it into the area. Molnar over. Able to find a teammate. Brophy almost had it set up for her. And it's back into the zone from Brisbane. Molnar over and Brophy are going to try and apply the forecheck, but Adelaide good enough to get out of the area. And now they're into attack, although it'll be called back for offside. Crompton just colliding there with the ref. Another heavy hit between Brophy and Multhana. Knocked away from Multhana. Goonan will retrieve, although under pressure. Say it time and time again, but that's what Adelaide does to its opponents. Whenever you think you've got a moment or a little bit of space, they just close it up so quickly. Here's Goonan again. Venning, who scored the first goal of the game, Bedell. Venning again. Into the corner, Goonan first back. Wraps it around, but it's straight to Venning. Mahoney tried to knock her off it. Bedell couldn't get a stick to it. And here's Dixon, I should say, for Brisbane. Venning will recover. Chance for Brisbane to reset. Here's Sinclair. Tupper. Dangerous pass, but it's going to work out here to Farrier. The captain, excellent pass, but Lund couldn't quite control it. Farrier again. Can't get past Perry. Venus. Kulbida. Working in the corner. Pass was blocked, and now it opens up here for Mahoney. Kulbida getting back, and gets back just in the nick of time, but will be called for the penalty. Well, a golden opportunity for Adelaide at one end. Likewise for Brisbane, but the desperation from Kulbida will land her in the box, but it did prevent a goal. Mentioned it a few times already today. Adelaide, for as potent as they are offensively, they do get back in numbers and in transition when they need to on the back check, and they do it very well. When your leading scorer and dominant forward in Kulbida is doing it, you know that it's a team-wide ethos. Crompton from the point, off the rebound. No chance there for Fisher. Crompton's now got to go back and get it. Multhaner's right there with her. Get past the first wave here to Brisbane. LaPlante. Cooper right with her. Wins the battle, but it's coming back. Sinclair sets it up. Adelaide with the reply. And Tahima's going to get to this first. Didn't look too hard for a pass option, just tried to kill a bit more time. Clinic surging through center ice. What can Clinic create? Still has the puck. Couple of nice moves. Then off the mark with her pass. Costa wraps it around all the way. No one there. Cooper confronted initially. Venus gets it out. Just about 30 seconds left in the power play. Mahoney working right side. At the point now is Fisher. Tried to get it back to Fisher. Molnarova. Moroniuk now. Her pass intercepted. Chance for Mahoney. Wide of the mark. Molnarova to Fisher. They've still got the extra, but not for long. 5 seconds left in the power play. Back to full strength, both sides. Rapchuk. Treats. Dangerous with Kulbita lurking, but works out okay. Brophy over the blue line. Holub. Nice spin move. Kulbita couldn't quite control it. Good work defensively, Brisbane. Rapchuk. Looking to go at herself. Lunn gets back to close that down. Here's Sinclair. Kulbita makes the interception in the defensive zone. And just like that, she's already into attack. Misfires. Still going Kulbita. Venning. Again. Kulbita. Well beyond the blue line. Didn't get all the way towards goal. LaPlante across the face. Had Moonen beaten, but not on target. Now Cebulski has pace. Lost control. Aris. Dangerous centering pass. No one able to get on the end of it though. And now a chance for Brisbane. They've got the odd rush. Fires it straight into Moonen though. Clinic will mop things up. Try and keep it alive for Crompton. Collides with Wiegand into the slot. And Brisbane finally get on the board thanks to Lindsay Clinic. Finally, the Lightning able to break down the rush defense. Assisted by Ali Fisher. Clinic arriving late into the slot. She had plenty of options to get it past Moonen, and she chose one of the right ones. That takes Clinic up to 9 points for the season. Brisbane's most. Adelaide still well in control though. Malthana collides with Fisher. Tahima let it go. Tupper. Moroniuk will get there first. Getting lots of encouragement from the home crowd, Adelaide. What a country western theme going on at the Adelaide Ice Arena this weekend. Both tonight and tomorrow. So get to the Adelaide Ice Arena in your country best if you're coming along to the game, and why wouldn't you? Great atmosphere, great competition, and great entertainment. Approaching the halfway mark of this third period. Lindsay Clinic with the only goal of the period so far. Adelaide did most of their damage in period number one. They led it 3-0 after that, and then Kirsty Venus scored in the first 30 seconds of period number two. Up against the boards. Spills free to Farrier. Shoots on the angle. Harry didn't have to do much work that time. Costa elevates the puck into the attacking zone. Holub gets there first. She's met solidly. Costa again, following up her good work. McDonald applying the forecheck to keep it alive for Brisbane. Adelaide good enough to get out though anyway. Clinic now back over the blue line, looking for a second. Brilliant individual move, Lindsay Clinic. And all of a sudden, Brisbane back in this. Went top shelf to get it past Emma Moonen. And that is one of the highlights of the season for the Brisbane Lightning. Lindsay Clinic with individual brilliance. Brisbane can add another one in the next couple of minutes, things will start to get really interesting. Both sides taking this opportunity to make a change. Got a power play here, Brisbane, immediately after scoring their second goal. So all the momentum is with the Lightning at the moment. From the point, Moonen able to clasp it. If you're the Rush, you doing everything you can to stop Lindsay Clinic right now. Mentioned earlier, she's got to be the one to make something happen if Brisbane are to get back into it. And she's added 2 goals with Tori Cebulski sitting in the box for Adelaide. Adelaide will continue to press, there's no doubt about that, even despite being a player down. Can Brisbane create something on the power play for the first time in this one? Got a bit of renewed energy now, the Lightning. Clinic almost on the end of that pass. Here she is again. Can't get a stick to it. And Adelaide now having to defend grimly. 50 seconds left with the extra for Brisbane, but Adelaide aren't going to roll down, aren't going to lie down. Moroniuk straight into Perry. Molnar over. Bank pass is intercepted. Costa back into the zone. Venus, the only person home. And we have another stoppage. Well, the Lightning have been knocked down repeatedly in this game. But now in this final period, they're getting back up and letting their voices be heard. Puck out of play once again. It's been Lindsay Clinic who scored both of the goals for Brisbane. She's been the one to provide the spark. Can someone else come along with her? Kulbita looking to put this thing to bed. Gets around everyone. The shot is wide. Gets back her own rebound from the point. Straight into the waiting chest of Perry. She is near impossible to stop, Kulbita, when she gets going like that. Just 2 games all season without scoring multiple points for Jordan Kulbita. Every game bar 2, she's ended up with multiple points. Just a phenomenal season she's having. Second in the competition in total points behind Biz Scala. Scala well ahead with 37. Kulbita 28 coming into the weekend. Here she is again, Kulbita. Lays it off for Farrier. Well defended by LaPlante. 2 efforts. Couple of blocks, and that creates this opportunity now for Brophy. Brown, Rapchuk over it as well. Now we get his whistle. Abby Brown did collide with the boards, but no harm done, it appears. Venus. Here's Rapchuk. Shot on goal count starting to look a little bit more even. Dominated by Adelaide, really since the first half of the opening period. But Brisbane have been able to make things look a bit more interesting in the last 10 or so minutes. Tahima's pass is cut off. Chance for McDonald. Here's Molnarova. Saved by Moonen. Could Molnarova be the secondary offensive threat for Brisbane in this one? Clinic has done the heavy lifting with the 2 goals. That'll be icing. Coming back to Brisbane's attacking zone. Clinic, Crompton and Brown all coming back on for Brisbane. Against this imposing Adelaide defensive unit. Brisbane with possession. Dixon, chance, going high on the shot that time, but a bit too high. Crompton. Clinic couldn't quite control it. Dixon, off the boards towards Clinic. He's got to apply the pressure now. Tupper. Risky pass. Fisher puts her body on the line. Crompton's in there as well. Kulbita doing everything she can to make an impact defensively. And it's over the boards and out. See some of the Adelaide players maybe just tightening a little bit. At 4-0 up after the second period, they probably weren't expecting to have to do this much work late on in the game. But you've got to credit Brisbane as Mahoney tries to angle at goalward, but can't get past Moonen. She's the other one, maybe Mahoney, who can manufacture a goal to give Brisbane a real chance of coming away with something. Rapchuk now. There's one thing you know about the Rush, they're not going to stop trying to score. Always aggressive on the forecheck. Harris almost took it away. So too Kulbita. They're able to get out of danger once again, Brisbane. LaPlante, who's had a couple of big defensive efforts this period. Kulbita, Farrier. Centering pass, doesn't find a target, and Perry's able to make a save. Kulbita again. Venning at the point. Shot blocked. And now here's a chance for Mahoney. She's one-on-one with Moonen. Dishes off the pass instead. Didn't quite find Clinic, who goes to ground. Now Aris. Has options, but misfired on the pass. Costa. Through centre ice. Not touched on the way through. Not going to be called icing though. Costa, again trying to centre it. Moroniuk lost control. But it's going to be a penalty going against Molnarova, is it? It is. And that's going to make things very difficult for Brisbane. Just over 4 minutes to go, half of which is going to be played on the kill. Tupper. Slap shot towards goal. Deflected away by Perry. Malthana. Tahima. In the corner. Fires it back. Malthana trying to find Aris. Harris. Across the face from Tahima. Tupper will recover. Now Brisbane a chance to get it out of the zone, but Molfena does well to keep it right where it is. LaPlante's trying her hardest, but Adelaide defending well in their offensive zone, and Perry that time able to make a save. So an effective start to the kill for Brisbane. If they can somehow find a shorthanded goal, it would be of great benefit to them. They've scored only one on the season. Adelaide controlling possession. Kulbita well wide. Cycling the puck, trying to find the opening. Not that time. And here's Mahoney. She's so quick with the puck on her stick. Going almost all the way. Cooper did really well to get a stick in. Kulbita. Moroniuk. Straight to Costa. Cooper will try again. Pass blocked though. Danger's here for Adelaide! And they can't make them pay. Clinic just missing wide in the one-on-one situation. Back to full strength as Moroniuk can't get it to go. Venus. Lightning player down. Geez, it looked like Cooper was beaten there initially, didn't it? But she did so well on that second and final effort. And then Clinic, that one might sit with her for a little bit. Got a timeout. Matthew Myers going to try and draw something up for the Lightning to get them a goal and get them right back in there with a chance of winning. Jeff Purdy looking at the defensive structures you'd suggest at the moment. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Brisbane able to successfully kill that power play opportunity for Adelaide. Just getting some clarity from the refs on something. Or maybe just trying to buy her team a little bit of extra time in the timeout. They do have a power play, Brisbane. And they're going with the empty net. So 6 on 4. LaPlante's at the point. Trying to draw a defender. Sinclair. Molfena lost her stick, but still did well defensively. Empty net. LaPlante needs to be good here, and she is. Or is it Clinic? It's the latter. Able to get it to Crompton. Minute and a half remain. Rapchuk. Noonan decided not to sit on it. Keep the puck in motion. Clinic. Likewise to Crumpton. Over the blue line. Here's Molnarova. Clinic from range. Off the rebound. Rapchuk still going. Couldn't get a stick on it. Just under a minute to go. Empty net for Brisbane and a power play. So they've got a 6-on-4 situation. They need to score very, very soon. Molnarova into the slot. LaPlante scores the goal that Brisbane desperately needed. Madison LaPlante, just her second goal of the season. The Edmonton native steps up in a big spot for the Brisbane Lightning. Brisbane will still have the extra with the empty net as we get another timeout. Or are they going back to even strength with the goalie? They are. So Perry's back out there. As we get another look at the finish from LaPlante. Molnarova, the one who got it to her. Just be a case of too little too late. They fell behind 4-0 in the first 21 minutes of this game, the Lightning. Since then, they've had to claw their way back. 3 goals in this final period, 2 to Clinic, now 1 to LaPlante. Is it too little too late? They've got 39 seconds to tie this thing up and send it to overtime. Any points they can get this weekend, Brisbane will significantly help them in their quest to play finals. Adelaide can, of course, lock up the #1 seed in the finals with a win. Clinic takes it over the blue line. She scored 2 goals this period. Big collision, no whistle. They've gone with the empty net again, Brisbane. Kulbita misses the mark. 10 seconds to go. Brisbane need to move it, and they need to move it quickly. 3 seconds. A shot comes from Clinic, it's blocked, then Adelaide escape. They take it 4-3 over Brisbane. The Lightning charging home in the final period with 3-0, but Adelaide did its best work early on in the game, and they do prevail 4-3. And that will more or less seal the Gower Memorial Shield for the Adelaide Rush. They will most likely be the #1 seed throughout the final series. What a fantastic game of hockey it turned out to be. Brisbane still looking for any points they can get to try and get back into that 4th spot and play finals. But Adelaide doing just enough in the end to overcome a furious Lightning finish. They take it 4-3. We thank you very much for your company on AWIHL.tv, which is, of course, powered by Sportscast. My name is Michael Peppicelli. It's been an absolute pleasure to have your company. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the second and final game of this back-to-back. But for now, it's Adelaide taking the victory over Brisbane, 4-3. So long.
This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.